Howdy, y'all. It's Greg C. from Tennessee again. And guess what? I have yet another temu haul to share with y'all. But before we get started, as usual, I need to give a disclaimer. Temu does not pay me for these demos. I'm not an influencer yet, so nothing is sent to me for free. I pay for everything, and I give you my honest opinions. If I find out something doesn't work as advertised, I will always let you know. I do, however, have an affiliate link down below in the description. If you see something you like, please use my link and code so I can get a little bit of credit for sharing these reviews. Really appreciate that. Along that lines, I want to let y'all know that I hit the mark of 500 subscribers. Yay me. I want to thank my friend Tabby at Tabby's Halls for giving me some great suggestions when I was first starting out with this channel and supporting me ever since. I also want to give a bedankt to my regular subscriber in the Netherlands. You know who you are. I want to give a shout out to my wife's co-worker who's always watching these videos and sharing them with her friends and family. And of course, I want to thank you, all of my subscribers. I obviously could not have gotten to this point without you. If you haven't yet subscribed, you can always do so by clicking the subscribe button below. Also, click the like button and share these videos with your friends and relatives. With that said, let's get into it. Let's get into this. The first thing I've got here is this little doodad here. What we have is, these are moving assistance straps for moving. They for lifting heavy appliances or furniture, and it comes in enough plastic bags that you could probably start your own plastic bag business. These are straps. They go over your forearms. Then they'll go around a piece of furniture and go to either your friend on the other side or your other forearm, depending on the type of furniture. And they just help you to lift the furniture, getting a better grip and making the load easier to carry because you support it with your forearm and down in the crook of your arm instead of with your hand, which you may not have as much strength. You tend to have more lifting strength up in here, actually, because it's it's a body mechanics thing. But then, if you're lifting a big piece of furniture, you can use your hands on a piece of furniture, and you and your friend can lift up and using these straps. And go check it out on the site. Here's the price. They weren't really expensive, so I mean, I got to try these out. Hopefully, not too distant future, we'll actually be moving to a house, so we're going to need those. So I figured I'd get them while I could get them cheap. All right, so next thing I've got. Sorry for the crinkly noise. For some reason, they sent everything in plastic. Oh, there we go. Hard to open these things sometimes. So what these are is a big mess of plastic, basically. These are actually silicone lids that you can stretch out and fit over different things. That one's a little small for that, but so say you've got an oddball piece of, like a bowl, a mixing bowl you don't have a lid for. You can just stretch these things over it, or say you got something in a measuring cup you want to keep. They actually just stretch over it, and they'll keep whatever's in there sealed in. And I think this is a really neat idea. It's better than plastic wrap. It's silicone, so it's going to give you a really tight seal. I'm assuming it's probably waterproof too. I would imagine if I had this full of water, I'd be able to dump this out. Maybe I'll do that later over the sink. I'm not going to do that right now, but you could use this on any number of things. If you have some oddball bowls that you've got someplace, they come in a bunch of different sizes. So you can get one set, or you can get two sets, depending on, what you would need. As you can see, there are a bunch of different sizes, and they stick together, and they even get a happy face on them. You can see the happy face. There it is, happy face. So, small, medium, large, extra small. And as you can see, they just stretch over and really give you a good seal. Good for a temporary basis. Like I said, maybe you want to put them on the top of your coffee cup to seal your coffee cup or something. I don't know. There's any number of uses. I'm guessing you can use them for like small paint bottles, or paint jar. If you have if you're doing a small touch-up paint job, you got the little quart-sized cans. You could probably put one of these on there. Probably seal it up a lot better. So there you go. There's the price as usual. I think those are going to come in handy. I'm going to go check them out in a little while, actually. Next thing I got is, this is a meat. Well, it's supposed to be for ground beef. So, you know how you get ground beef and you put it in your frying pan or your small pot, and then you have to break it up. Well, that's what this does. This helps to break up that ground beef, or actually ground pork, ground chicken, ground turkey, and a ground meat. So a lot of times your ground meats, you store them in the freezer. So you bring them out, they're in a big clump, and this will help you break those up. It's a pretty sturdy plastic. I wouldn't put too much pressure on it. It looks like this might be a weak point, if you ask me, but that's just me. It's got blades on the end here, and it looks like it. I don't have to check it out. I had some ground meat last night, but didn't have this out yet, so we will check that out. There's a price for you. Another relatively inexpensive thing. Oh, I didn't know I'd gotten this. It said it was on pre-order. All right, so it's a little miniature bug zapper. Every now and then, yeah, you got those little annoying bugs that, they're just flying around, and you don't know what to do. You don't want to buy a big bug zapper for in the house. So here you are. This is a little tiny bug zapper. I'm thinking the bottom comes off. I don't know. Yep, should come off. But we'll plug it in. It's USB-C. So it does come with a cord, USB-A to USB-C. You plug that in like so. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's rechargeable. Is this rechargeable? I don't think it is. But I'll check it out and see if it takes care of the little bugs that are ever so annoying. It's got the nice little carry handle on here, so I'll just go plugged in someplace, see if it zaps bugs. Should be fun. Oh, and the price, obviously. Got to put that on there. Okay. Comes with a little instruction booklet too. Not too exciting. All right, so next thing we've got is, this is a, those of you who make pasta on a regular basis, having a Sicilian wife, we make pasta. So I got this cute little thing that goes on the end of your pot for straining your pasta. It's got a couple of clips, and it just clips onto your pot. And once your pasta is done, you don't have to take it out of the pot. You just tip it over and pour it out. Pretty exciting. And somebody's off in the background clapping because she's excited about this. So neat little silicone job with The springs seem pretty sturdy, so it should clamp on. It's got the little pour spout so that it's going to direct your liquid out nicely. Let me go get a small pot real quick, and I'll show you how it fits. Okay, so I've got a big pasta pot, and from watching the video, I've noticed that, had to check my microphone, that this just clamps on to the edge of your pot, like so, and like so. And then just sits there like that. When you pour it out, what's going to happen is the pasta is going to hit up against there, and pasta is going to keep removing, and you'll still be able to drain out all the fluids from the pot, like so. So there is a video on temu's website that actually demonstrates how it works. So I really don't have to. I mean, I just wanted to show you that it is silicone, so it's not going to retain the heat. So you're not going to burn yourself. It goes on easy, like so. So that's it. And you just drain your pasta. So quick and easy, down and dirty. Another fun little handy kitchen utensil for a minimal price. And I'll just set that off to the side here. Okay, moving on. I guess you could probably also wear this as a hat. No, just kidding. All right, so next thing we've got. Okay, couldn't place an order without getting some more electronic stuff, more electronic gadgets. Okay, so it's essentially a relay bank. This one has 8 relays. Looks like this got a little banged up in transit, so I'm going to have to straighten those pins out. But you can use these pins to connect to a breadboard or experimenter's board, or you can hook these directly to like an Arduino. And it's got easy connects on the back here for the connections coming from the relays. You see, so the way it is one side of each relay is normally open, and the other one's normally closed. So think of it like a light switch. So normally open would be your light being off, and normally closed would be your light being on. Essentially what the relay does is it's just a automated switch. So it switches from on to off, or off to on, depending on what you're using it for. There's any number of things that you can use these relays for. My thought was to use them for automated watering system. What the relays would do is trigger a water pump that would supply water to my plants. That way when I'm on vacation, I don't have to worry about watering them. I'll just set up a 5-gallon bucket full of water and have the relays flip a switch to direct the water to which plant needs it based on water moisture, soil moisture probes, which I have. So I'll just use those in conjunction with the relays and be able to water my plants while I'm on vacation. So these also come in a single, a double, so you can do either just a single relay or a double relay. They also have a quad. Obviously, they have an 8. They also have, do they have a 6, I think? I'm trying to think what other ones they have. They have a bunch of different packages of this. The price is going to be dependent on, obviously, how many relays you get. And It's going to, let's see, it comes in a 1, a 2, a 4, an 8, and a 16. Okay, so these will run on 5, 12, or 24 volts. So you get a lot of options. It looks like it's pretty well made. So there you go, relay module. More fun stuff. Okay, so I only got 2 more items left. One of them's kind of big. So this one, I'm anxious to see how this looks. This is one of those kinetic sculptures, like a wind sculpture. So it's supposed to. So here's how it comes in the box, like so. Whee! So it's got a post for hanging it. Hanging it or planting it, whatever. So this is a kinetic sculpture. These are really cool once they get going. I've seen these actually back when I was in Illinois. There's a town called Woodridge that has a bunch of kinetic sculptures. Anybody who lives in the area who's been down Irving Park Road, Woodridge, going to ooh, kind of neat. So this catches the wind, and as you can see, it's really kind of cool. So as the wind blows through it, it's got a really neat effect. It's like a 3D effect. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, it's neat from the side too, isn't it? So these are kinetic wind ornaments, I guess you would call them. That's from the back side or the front side. I don't know if that's the front side or the back side, but they're actually quite neat. I'm just intrigued. I'm not really an artist or anything, but these things are really kind of cool. So I can't wait to put this outside and let everybody else enjoy the kinetic sculpture. Looks like a couple of these things got a little bent up. I'm gonna have to straighten those out. That's all right. I can fix that. Ooh, it's just got a neat effect to it, and when it catches the light just right, it's really kind of cool. Or it kind of looks like it's going in towards you, and it's a weird thing. Anyway, temu has a bunch of different versions of this. So if you have a garden that you want to put these in, I'm sure that would be a good. That would be kind of cool. It's as good, if not better, than what I expected. So I'm gonna go put this outside, out on my deck, and let people enjoy the strangeness that is kinetic wind art, I guess you would call it. So pretty cool. There's the price for those. All right, just got one more thing, and that's going to be this stuff here. This is going to be for decorating around the Tennessee Central Model Railroad, places where we'll want to have, like flowers around a building. So to simulate, somebody's little garden patch out in their around their house, or someplace around a building, just to make it look nicer. So yeah, it's just some little foam colorful flower type stuff. So that'll be fun. We'll just add some color, and gives it a little appeal, makes it look a little more realistic. So, you know, like somebody's actually living in a house and gardening. I don't know. It'll look neat when it's done. Relatively inexpensive, like all these things have been for these projects. If you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen some of the different grasses and stuff like that. So that's it for this haul. Like I said before, thanks again to all my subscribers for getting me to 500. Let's double that. That'll be cool. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave your comments. As most of you know, I will reply to most of the comments. Every now and then somebody leaves a snide remark that I won't respond to. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.